Thinking about shaving your face, but worried, will your hair grow back thicker? Let me set the record straight for you because that's one of the biggest beauty myths out there. In today's episode, I'm talking all about face shaving or dermaplaning and why it can be a total game changer for a smoother, more radiant skin. And so you won't be scared. I'm going to walk you through who should and who shouldn't shave, how to get the best results without irritation. Yes, there are some tips. I'm going to guide you through those, and the safest way to keep your glow growing strong. So before you pick up that razor or toss it away for good, listen to this first. And I'm going to tell you why you think your hair grows back thicker. This is going to be at the beginning of the episode, but I am so excited to tell you why you think this is. You probably never thought about this before. And I promise by the end, you're going to know exactly what your skin needs and how to shave the smart way. Welcome to the Spa Skin and Beauty Podcast. Struggling with wrinkles, dark spots, or an overwhelming skincare routine? I'm Lindsay, an esthetician who has found a simple skincare routine for clear, youthful skin, even in my 40s. In this podcast, I'll share quick, easy, non-toxic solutions to help you love your skin and stay motivated. So grab your products, press play, and let's transform your skin. Hey friends, welcome back to the Spa Skin and Beauty Podcast. I'm Lindsay Holder, your master esthetician, skin educator, and glow guide for today's episode. So I am tackling a topic that's equal parts myth and magic, and that is, yes, we are talking about face shaving. And have you ever wondered, of course you have, if your hair will grow back thicker? I'm here to tell you about that. We're going to talk about why shaving your face can actually boost your glow. Now, who should skip it and how to do it safely. So grab your serum, your shaving cream, and let's set the record straight. Okay, now I'm going to bust some shaving myths right here. Here's the truth. Shaving does not make your hair grow back thicker. This is why you think it does. Here is the magic secret. When you shave, you're cutting the hair straight across. That gives it a blunt edge. So that blunt tip feels coarse, but the follicle underneath hasn't changed. Oh my gosh. Nobody explains that, right? Because when you feel it, you're like, well, are you sure? Because it sure does feel stubbly. That's because it has that blunt edge because you're cutting the hair straight across. I feel like the heavens have parted. Like there's the answer nobody talks about. Your hair's color, thickness, and growth speed are determined by your hormones, not your razor. That's another thing people are not talking about. It is determined by your hormones. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's two things we are not talking about. So if you've been scared to shave because you think you'll wake up with a 5 o'clock shadow, you can relax. And now you know when you do shave, oh my gosh, that's just that blunt edge from the razor. Okay. Nothing else has changed. Now, listen, why should you shave your face? It's really important. Face shaving or dermaplaning, when it's done professionally, it removes the vellus hair. So it's that peach fuzz, and then it gently exfoliates that top layer of skin. So that is what's happening when you are shaving your face. I want to break down, we're doing a little science break here, how it unclogs your pores. This is fascinating. Absolutely love this. Your pores can get congested when sebum, which that is just your skin's natural oils, mixes with dead skin cells and environmental debris. Shaving is going to act as a mild mechanical exfoliation. It's going to sweep away that dead cell layer before it can trap oil inside the follicle. So when those micro blockages are gone, your pores can breathe, oil flows freely to the surface, and blackheads or congestion are less likely to form. So it's basically your skin saying, thank you for letting me exhale. You're going to notice by shaving smoother texture, better product absorption, which I feel like that is just so needed, and then makeup that just glides on like silk. I did want to put a little note in here that if you want to hear more about professional level dermaplaning, go back to episode 101. Well, I have expert dermaplaner Heather Bradley, and she does a deep dive into the art of dermaplaning. And when you go to a professional spa, they are using a surgical blade. So they are scraping off definitely more than just the layer that we do with a simple tinkle razor or your straight blade that you have in your bathroom. They are doing it on a different level and really getting into that exfoliation part, and it is lovely. So definitely listen to the episode. She goes into so much detail. It's wonderful to understand the art of dermaplaning when you go to the spa. We are mainly talking about shaving your face at the house, at your home today, so that you can do it at home safely and also know what and how to do it. So, a fun fact is some of the old Hollywood icons, think Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, all the starlets, Audrey Hepburn, they were known to shave their face. They swore it helped their makeup sit better under studio lights and gave them that flawless movie screen glow. They're really known. If you go back and research about it, they are known for shaving their face. So I say, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, like we say in the South. And definitely it's worth considering. Let's start shaving our face and stop. I feel like there's such a stigma around it, and let's not be embarrassed. I am totally fine with my husband walking in the bathroom and me shaving my face. He is used to all the stuff that I put on my skin. I'm like, hey, I am taking care of my skin, and this is just a tool that I use. And thank the Lord that I'm still having hair, that hair is still growing. It's showing that I have that vitality. So praise it. I mean, I know that there is that definite fine line of too much hair. And so I totally understand that. That's a whole nother topic, but you still want to see hair growth. That is important. Who should avoid shaving though? I do want to talk about that. If you are having active acne, if you have infections, or if you're having the rash like eczema or psoriasis, I really want you just to skip it right now until everything calms down. You work on getting that barrier repaired, and then you can come back to it. Another thing, if you're on topical retinoids, I want you to give your skin a few nights off before shaving. We just want to make sure. Same thing when you get your eyebrows waxed or your face waxed. They always ask you, "Hey, can you skip the retinoids for a little bit, a few days, 48 hours at least before that because the skin's just more thin, it's more delicate. So just be careful. And also, if you're prone to cuts or if you take blood thinners, I definitely want you to be extra gentle, very gentle pressure too. So just take it easy. What you can do is always do a patch test. So do it on either your jawline or your cheek just to make sure your skin tolerates it. And you could do that and see how it does. And then 24 hours later or 48 hours later, your skin's going to talk to you. It's going to tell you if it likes it or not. So easy way to test your skin. I want to go into when and how often you should be shaving your face. I think once a week is fine. And sometimes even a week and a half or every other week. It's really just how your hair grows, and that's going to be definitely a personal choice for everybody. I'm about between a week and a half to 2 weeks. So it really just depends on how fast it comes in. But I really do go between, that's how I fluctuate. So sometimes it's a week. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I can go a few more days. And then sometimes it's 2 weeks. The one area though that I have to shave, oh my gosh, I really do feel like it's every day, is my upper lip, also known as my mustache. Okay. And don't act like you don't have one because we all have one. And I just do not want hairs there. So I'm always shaving that literally every morning. It's not the whole stash, lustache. Let's feminize that, right? It's not the whole lustache. It is just, we need to have a really cute name for that for women. It is just certain areas. And sometimes I will just take some tweezers and the couple that have grown in, I will just tweeze those. It hurts like the dickens. I'm not going to lie about that. It really does hurt. But I know it'll take a longer time before it comes in. So it's kind of worth it. But give your time. Your skin has to rest, heal, it needs to rebuild its barrier, and you want to just give it time. Another thing is my personal preference is definitely shave if you can at night because You're going to wake up calm and glowy. You just don't want to have an irritated mess in the morning. And again, that's when your skin heals and it rebuilds its barrier as while you sleep. Hey there, quick pause. If you're ready to glow naturally without Botox or fillers, I've got something just for you. So join me for the Lymphatic Glow Method, a 1-hour live Zoom masterclass where I'll teach you how to lift, depuff, and sculpt your face using simple lymphatic drainage techniques. That's right, no needles, just real results. This is your exclusive sneak peek into my full course, the Botox and filler free formula. And trust me, your skin will thank you. The wait list is now open and early access comes with some pretty sweet bonuses. So head to lindsayholder.com/masterclass. And that's Lindsay with an E, Lindscy. So again, that's lindsayholder.com/masterclass. So let's get your glow flowing naturally. All right. Should you do dry or oil shaving? I am team oil shaving for sure. I think you should add like a thin layer of facial oil, like a jojoba, which is the closest to your skin's natural oil, or a squalane, something that's just going to give you that slip. It's going to protect your barrier and it's going to help your blade just glide smoothly. Dry shaving works, but oh my gosh, it's not that comfortable. It definitely increases that friction and the redness. So just keep that in mind. And I wanted to go over your tool setup. So here's my personal routine because I know you know, I love to mix up techniques. You can either use, of course, the tinkle razors. You see those everywhere, or you can do like a single blade. Here's my mix. I prefer a single blade facial razor to most of my face. And then around my mustache area, my upper lip, I like a little extra precision. And that is, so I use the single blade for like the big stuff. And then I switch to my tinkle razor for like the micro work. Around my mustache, I will also, it's so delicate. It's so interesting. It's micro techniques. I will still use my single blade around my mustache, but then like right under my nostrils, like right under, there's all those little tiny hairs that drive me badonkadonk. And I will use my tinkle razor to get those. You know what I'm talking about. They're so fine. They're so little, but drives me crazy. I'm like, oh, the light's totally going to hit on this. I'm getting these bad boys out. I will use my tinkle razor for that. For my tinkle razor, I always use, the side of the nose. That's hard because your nose and that area between, the crevice of your nose to your cheek, I mean, that's like deep and then it goes up. It's curvy. So a straight blade is not going to be very good in those areas. So definitely using my tinkle razor around that. The corners of my mouth, I go back and forth between the straight blade and then the tinkle razors on those like really delicate areas. I'll use a tinkle razor on that. And right above my brows, I like to use a tinkle razor on that because I am not about to nix my brows. And usually for right where my 11s would be, if I didn't use frownies, then I would shave. So between the brows, I shave with my tinkle razor there because I just want that precision. It gives this combination. I love and I really feel it gives me the control and allows me to conveniently shave my face at home, but I feel like I have the control of like a pro dermaplaner. So I just love that. We want to talk about clean tools and clear skin because if you do not have a clean razor, and I can attest to this, if you get lazy and you don't rinse your blade, you can have reactions, breakouts, getting bacteria. And I can attest to this because I have been lazy before and not clean my razor, and I have had breakouts, irritated skin, and it ain't pretty. So make sure that after you shave, every time, I want you to rinse your blade with warm water, then I want you to sanitize it with rubbing alcohol. So easy. Just take a little spritzer, fill it with alcohol. You need to have that anyway to spritz on your derma roller. So just go ahead, and I have just a tiny little micro plastic. I should get glass because I don't like plastic, but it's just a plastic spray bottle. It's got rubbing alcohol. So I can just clean everything super easily with that. So just spritz it with alcohol. And what I really like doing after that, and I know I'm extra, but I like to put it in a sterilizer. And the sterilizer I use is kind of funny. It's pretty big, but it's the one that I use for Ellison's, all of his stuff. We use it all the time for his passies and his toys. And what I do is I take a big batch of all my stuff. You should see me. It's hysterical. I have a little container, and I'll put my toothbrush, my tongue scraper, my tweezers, my derma roller, my razor. I just put it all in at once, and my phone. I just sterilize it all together because you're sterilizing it with the light. And I just feel so clean. So everything had alcohol in it first, except for my phone. And then I sterilize it. So I'm just extra. I want you to know that it's really best to store all of those items in a cabinet, not on the counter, because you got to think about it. Bacteria is floating around everywhere. And humidity also from the shower, it's going to dull your blade. And that also invites bacteria as well. And we got to talk, we have to have some potty talk. Okay. So you want to keep that toilet lid down. You do not want aerolized bathroom particles. You know what I'm talking about, on your razor or your toothbrush. That's just gross, y'all. And that can lead to breakouts or infections. Just put your toilet lid down. I know that's pain, but it's important. You really need to. For replacing your razor, I think that you should probably do that maybe about every 5 to 7 uses. It just keeps your shave safe and smooth. But on the back of the package, because I don't know the manufacturer of the razor that you're using, they will also guide you on when you should toss your razor and get a new one. So just keep that in mind. Your aftercare, after you shaved your face, is pretty simply. So just think about this. After you're shaving, your skin is freshly exfoliated. So I really want you to be gentle, okay? Spritz like a soothing hydrosol, like rose or chamomile, and then apply a hydrating serum or a moisturizer. And if you do have an LED mask, this is the perfect time to use it because that red light reduces inflammation and it kills acne bacteria. So use that. I do want you to avoid actives though. So actives would be any acids or retinol. So skip that at least for 24 hours. And the next day, of course, always put your SPF on if you're in high sun because you are exposed to the sun more, of course, because you have a layer of skin off. So just keep that in mind. All right. Well, that is your complete guide to face shaving, from that myth that everybody thinks is going to grow back thicker to the science to good old Hollywood glam. So remember, it does not make your hair grow back thicker. It actually helps your skin breathe, glow, and just shine. I mean, don't you love it when your skin just feels so smooth and you can just guide your hand, and after you shave me, you're like, my skin takes a breath and then I take a deep breath. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, I'm not hairy anymore. And then, oh, you know what also? I think when I am out in the bright light, don't tell me you don't do this. Let's say you're talking to a girlfriend out in the sun. Aren't you kind of thinking, oh my gosh, is my hair on my face showing like at that certain light? And whenever I shave my face, I just feel so much more confident. Because if not, that light will catch and you're talking to somebody, you're like, oh, did I shave my mustache this morning? Oh my gosh, I hope I did. So it just keeps me more confident throughout my day, no matter if it is rain or shine. I'm not afraid of the sunshine when I shave my face. And if you want to actually shave along with me, listen, I have you covered. I make it so easy. I have a free app. It's called Lapre Beauty. It's so free. It's in iOS. There's no cash to this, and Google Play. You can shave in your jammies, no judgment zone. It's just me and you and your glow journey. Okay. So go into Lapre. Well, first download it, then go into it. And there is a tutorial section that stays there and it goes over everything, but there is a shaving tutorial. So specifically go to that one. There's also a red light therapy one too. If you want to, see how to properly do your red light and all the protocols, you can look in that too. But look at the shaving one. It's awesome. Well, thanks for listening to the Spa Skin and Beauty podcast. I hope that you learned something today. And if you did, share this episode with a friend. And you know what? I don't say this very often, but I have an ask of you. If you are listening to this, I would love for you to pause and give me a quick review because it really helps me produce these every week because this is out of my own dime and give you, I'm taking away from my, family time right now to make sure, because I have another job, to make sure that I am supporting you guys with your skin journey. So I would love if you take time to review the podcast, a 5-star, please. And you know what I just thought about? It's good karma for you because when you review somebody's work and you take the time to do that review, don't you want reviews done in your job too or something? And you're just giving that karma out for somebody to, what is it called? Bring it forward or bring it to you, and then do that same thing for your business. So just think of it like that. I heard that on another podcast and I thought, that is so lovely. And I just love that. So she got a review because it really made me think, you're right. You give, you get. It's just, that's the way the world is, that energy. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for your review. I'm just going to thank you in advance. And by the way, I do read every single one, and that is me replying to it. Okay. So I cannot wait to see what you say. Don't forget to keep that toilet lid down. Okay. And your glow up. I had to say that. I couldn't resist. See you next time. Until next time, stay glowing naturally. Keep the momentum going inside the LaPree Beauty app, your free go-to skincare guide created by me, a licensed esthetician of over 15 years. Inside the app, you're going to find exclusive tutorials I recommended during today's session, perfect for tackling dark circles, oily T-zones, and maximizing your skincare in just 5 minutes. Plus, I've reviewed some of the budget-friendly products we talked about so you can shop smarter and feel confident about what's going on with your skin. Download the LaPree Beauty app on the App Store or Google Play to access expert-backed videos, trusted product tips, and bonus content from today's episode. Your skin coach is now right in your pocket.